Okay, so this is probably the second most important, if not the most important part of today's webinar, the 7-day spiritual cleanse or pack, right? This is important for those who have a Banda Badala. You may or may not have already cleansed, right? If you want to kickstart the dreams or get better clarity, or what else can you use it for? Or you want to cleanse, right? Spiritually, to better connect with your ancestors, or most of the time, this works beautifully for those who have any kind of ailments. So what kind of ailments am I talking about? Neck pain, shoulder pain, constant migraines or headaches, lower back pain, bad knees, stomach issues, bowel movement issues, you're struggling to eat, struggling to keep food down. Those are the kind of physical ailments that I'm talking about as well. Fits a little bit, it can buy you a bit of time, but when it comes to fits, there's a herb for it, but you will need to definitely consult with the fits as well. But this is the 7-day cleanse, very good, especially for those that are abroad. So if you have someone or you have a friend that is abroad, what I would recommend for you is to give them this understanding, right? Especially if you know that they have an African spiritual calling, or they are a descendant of someone who had an African spiritual calling and didn't answer it. The 7-day cleanse requires you to start with acquiring seawater, right? Not holy water, not seawater specifically, right? The reason we're using seawater is because seawater is the one body of water which is perpetually cleaning itself, right? Always. The sea never disappears. Some rivers have dried up, some lakes have dried up, some springs have stopped springing, but the sea never disappears, constant. So you collect enough for 7 days to bath. So how it would work is that you'd have your normal shower, you'd run your bath, right? And then you would pour maybe 1 liter or 2 liters of seawater in it, right? Or you can steam with the seawater and then pour it into a bathtub and then bath, right? Abstain, so celibate for 7 days, no seafood, no pork, right? How it would work is you'd pasha normally, and then you'd move on to prayer, okay? The purpose of the most important thing is what you are saying. Upasha waka would happen in the water. So whilst you are in the tub, or whatever the basin, or whatever the case may be, and you are splashing yourself with your water, you are calling upon your ancestors and you are speaking to them, okay? Day 1, you are simply asking for them to cleanse you, right? To remove any kind of impurities that can be removed, any kind of spiritual inhibitions to them communicating with you, any kind of blockages or darkness to be removed. You're doing that for maybe 1 or 2 days. Day 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, day 3, 4, and 5, right? Those are the days where you are predominantly saying thank you for giving you life. But sorry, no, not that. And also you are acknowledging your family and individual history. So for example, if you know that you're a descendant of someone who's supposed to be a healer, or you know that you yourself are supposed to be a healer, that's where you would acknowledge everything. You would acknowledge that I have this. You acknowledge that I left home kanje. You would acknowledge that I have the wrong surname. You would acknowledge, so any issues, you're just simply acknowledging them, right? That's maybe day 3 and 4, a bit of day 5. A bit of 5, 6, and 7, you are asking them to alleviate your symptoms, your ailments, your pains, your aches, your difficulties. You're asking them to open the way. So you're asking them for a break for you to acquire money so you can travel and come to South Africa and get what needs to be done. You're asking for them to release your shoulders and release your lower back, and to ease up on the tension in your head when it comes to your migraines and your headaches, right? Your requests and your asks can come in at predominantly day 6 and 7, but a little bit of day 5 as well. The 7-day cleanse is extremely effective, and I'm yet to meet a client, right, especially those abroad, who hasn't had success with the 7-day spiritual cleanse. But if you stick to the rules, no seafood, no pork, completely abstain from any kind of